Pursuant to Mass General Law, after notifying the chair of the public body, any person may record or transmit this open meeting. This hybrid meeting is being recorded by the town of Stockbridge. The names of members participating remotely will be announced. Any member of the public wishing to speak must first receive permission from the chair. The agenda items listed are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, but not all may be discussed, and other topics not listed may be brought up for discussion by the public body as permitted to law. It is 12:02. I do have some minutes, but would love to wait for Johanna to be in person so she can read the minutes so that it's a board decision to get approved or not.
Sure.
If that's okay, Johanna, would you rather take a look at the minutes?
Yeah, do you want to email them to me?
Let's see.
Katie, I'm sorry, just for the record, I will be recording.
Yes, who is that? Amelia or
This
Johanna?
is Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. Yes,
Hi.
of course. Let's see. If my computer can start connecting, I will. So let's push that down the list then. Item number 2 are the solar lights for the pickleball court. They just arrived the other day and I have them charging. I just need to get on a ladder and hang them up.
So do you have an idea where the best sun value comes from?
Right now it's just kind of everywhere because there's no trees.
There's no trees. Oh,
Well, I mean, there are trees, but there's no leaves on the trees.
morning.
Hi, Ron. So I'm just gonna put 2 on the tennis courts looking down, the
Great.
tennis court fence, and then 1 on each side of the pickleball court.
So that's great.
So then it should hit all corners of the ice skating rink. And Ron is here from Concom. Ron, I'm gonna move your agenda item up so you don't have to sit here. Is that okay?
That's fine, whatever
Okay.
you do.
So Ron is from Concom and down in Averick Park. They had some trees had to be taken down for safety and they were dying and leaning. Yeah, right along the shoreline, right? The banks. So in Lisa's email, she recommended a red maple, a silver maple, and a swamp white oak tree to replace what was taken out.
Yeah, it's right. We don't actually know what's there. There could have been a building there or factory or something at some time, so. And it's close, it's lower there, so there's probably some water issues, so all those trees would do well with wet feet.
Okay, and that's just to help the bank
Yeah.
stabilize and,
Yeah, and because she took down 4 or 5 trees.
Yeah.
Back in to shade the park and keep the park
okay.
fresh.
I think it's a great idea and I'm all for it. Johanna, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What is this regarding? There were some trees taken out at Averick.
Yep. Lisa, the tree warden, did an assessment of Averick and there was 3 or 4 dead trees that were dangerous. So those were pulled down and taken out and now we have to restabilize the bank. So Concom made a recommendation of the 3 types of trees to get planted there that will do well in the soil and the water and stabilize that bank so there's not cave-ins.
Okay, great. Yeah, whatever they think is best. Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Okay, so then I make a motion to approve Concom's proposal for the 3 trees to be planted at Averick Park. Do I have a second?
Sure, I'll second it.
And then because Johanna's on Zoom, I, Katie.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Johanna.
Perfect. And then so Lisa says she'll go ahead and order those.
The 3 trees are provisional on availability, really.
Yeah.
We will put in 3.
Anything like,
suitable trees.
yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So I don't know if I should go back and make another motion, just the 3 trees that Concom thinks will be best that we can get.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Sounds good.
whatever you guys think is best. Johanna, is that okay? If these 3 species aren't available, just whatever Concom thinks is appropriate?
It'll be native trees.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that they know trees well enough to make a good recommendation. So I'm just fine.
Yep. 100%.
Okay?
Okay, thanks, Ron.
That's what I was here for. I guess.
That's it. You don't want to jump in on any of the other things we're talking about?
Oh,
Actually, Ron was the gentleman that let me know that one of the first ice skating rinks was down in Averick.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, one of the town's first rinks
What
was down
happened to
there.
it?
it wouldn't hold water. We didn't have plastic or anything to put underneath it.
Mhm.
Oh,
We built the berm around, I don't know, the town did it, this is a long time. ago. And then we put the berm in and fire department in Interlake and sent a truck down and pumped water out of the brook and filled the little depression up. I mean, it's got a berm all the way around. It was pretty good size. It's still there if you go down and look.
oh,
And we filled it up with water and we came back the next day and it was all frozen over and ice. We touched it and it went poof. The water drained out.
oh, no. Oh,
Oh,
that's too
I
bad.
know, it needs a few days to cure.
It couldn't even do that because it wouldn't hold water.
No.
So if we had plastic or something like that,
Yeah.
Wouldn't even hold water when it was frozen.
it never got to the point where it froze fast enough.
No.
If you could have put cube ice in there, it would have worked.
There you go. Yes, we'll just,
It's still there. You can still put the plastic down.
yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah?
I didn't notice it until Ron pointed it out to me.
Oh, I've
Nothing
never been
changed, Just, it was, I don't know, maybe it had a gravel base or a stone base or sand base, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hold water. We filled it a couple of times.
Huh.
This kind of weather.
We tried.
Fill it instantly, but.
Yeah. Oh,
It's still there if you want to use it.
I mean, I'm open for adding another ice skating rink. I think it's fun. I've been shoveling this one. Oh,
You gotta sit back and look at all the possibilities of things that need to be done once you do stuff like that.
oh, absolutely.
I don't know if you could have plowed that one down there with a truck or a snow blower or something.
Snow blower would be fantastic.
Out here in the shed.
Wouldn't that
No,
melt?
there's shovels in there.
Wouldn't that melt it?
I couldn't tell you, but do you know how long it takes to shovel that thing up when there's snow?
Happily no.
I know. Actually, I want to say thank you to Mike Dutil,
Oh,
because he helped finish. Did he? Yeah, on his own with his son. It was really sweet of him
that is nice.
without asking. So huge shout out to Mike. Yeah. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Lisa will be happy.
She will be. Bob is going to come in at some point at the meeting. So when he gets here, I would love to jump around the
What is his for? What's the-
agenda. Bob from Highway.
Oh, from the highway
Yeah,
department.
so any
Oh,
of like the maintenance questions that are
Sure.
on here, when he's here, I would love to move those around to when he's here.
absolutely.
Okay. But in the meantime, okay, the ice sculpture day, participation with Stockbridge Library. Wendy is still waiting to hear back from the gentleman,
Oh, she
but
hasn't
it's,
heard.
it's still good to go.
Uh-huh. Do we have any say in what he makes or no? He just does what he can?
I think it was just gonna be an ice skate. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you Wendy's email and I'll
right.
have her reach out to you for like the details and everything like that, because the money's already been approved.
She's from the library, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. She's the director of the library. She's fantastic.
My apologies.
No, come on in. We have
Yeah.
one last little.
I got yanked in, walking by, so.
That sounds right. Okay, so all the money and everything has been approved for this, so any kind of little details that you want to hash out with Wendy, you're all good to.
The picking up of hot chocolate, I'm picking up hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And what about cups?
They should be included with the hot chocolate.
Should be is a big word.
Yes, but if not,
Do I buy them someplace?
yeah, I can do it out of out of the budget from the hot cocoa. We'll figure out if cups come with it. If not, we'll take a little bit out of the approved money.
And do I use some kind of a credit card or do I use? I
Yeah,
do?
I'll connect you with Erica.
Oh, Erica.
Yeah,
Okay,
perfect.
okay.
Awesome. Okay, so Bob is here.
You didn't tell me I was gonna be on camera. I didn't have a chance to do hair. and
On your
makeup.
hair, huh?
You look wonderful. Okay, let's jump down to like the maintenance questions, if that's okay. Update on the pavilion. We just have to wait till the snow is gone and the ground is unfrosted that we can get some piers in.
So we're probably looking around April.
Something like that, I would think. But when that gets closer, I'll start getting all the ducks aligned. And we just have to let the company give them a day where they come up for the day, they build it themselves, and then they
Yeah,
Right
we're
home.
nowhere near that. I mean, you gotta figure out the piers.
everything.
situation,
Yes,
Everything. So,
we got to get all ducks in the row first.
Weather.
1000%. Johanna, do you want to talk about item 11, the skate park maintenance? What your questions were, or?
Yeah, so I think we should be discussing what's going to be needed for maintenance at the skate park so that by the time, summer rolls around, we have all those things fixed and, so that it's safe for people to use. When I was there last fall, I'd gone down there a couple times, talked to some of the people using the park, and just inspected the skate ramps and things like that. It definitely is going to need there's a lot of cracks in the pavement there. So those will need to be repaired, if not completely resurfaced. The skate features, I think can be repaired. I don't think they necessarily have to be replaced. I think the ice heaves have kind of made the sort of like the connection between the surface and the ramp a little offset. So that can be kind of a risk, a hazard. So I guess, we'd have to bring somebody in to kind of look at those features and see how they can be repaired. So what would you suggest, Bob, as far as, do we have a contractor that we've used in the past or that we should use, or should I look for someone? I could call Great Barrington and, or even Pittsfield and ask, those parks departments, who they have come in to repair their skate park when they have, issues, or do we have somebody that we use? And should I start calling them now to, to see like once the snow clears, if they can come in to start making those repairs?
So I know we did talk about it when I was here last time, and I need to admit that I never got down there before we started getting hammered with snow. And there's no way of me, the whole thing was me looking and seeing what we can do or can't do as far as any repair. So we really have to wait on weather. But I think that reaching out to other towns and find out who they've used so that when the weather breaks, we're not scrambling then looking for numbers or who can do any of that. If there's any that we can't do, that would be a great thing for, like I say, for you to have some people lined up that, we're in, February here, another month and a half, the snow melts and we can start coming up with a plan. So if you had numbers or somewhere to go, that would be a huge step forward and get us ready for when the weather breaks. Like I said, I don't think that making decisions covered with snow, we can't do that right now, but in another month and a half, we can start, heading in that direction. Being ahead of the game, having somebody to contact would be huge.
Okay, great. Yeah, I can definitely contact Great Barrington Parks and Recs to see who they use.
Yep.
Also, Pittsfield is very helpful, has been helpful in the past when I've called with questions. So
If you get any names, email them to me because then I can reach out to them at some point. And if I start noticing, find out maybe do a meeting or, what suggestions they have. But if you get the contacts, that would be a huge help.
Okay, great. I'll get those contacts and I'll email them to you.
I'm just worried about paying for this.
Yes. As
Well, we'll have a better idea once we
Yeah.
talk to somebody that knows what they're doing. I mean,
Yeah.
it might be minimum or it might be major and have
It
to.
might be a next year capital project request
Who
or
know-
something.
Yeah, but at least not knowing, if
Exactly.
you don't ask, you're not going to know. So at least we can do
You
some
have to have it
research.
evaluated and see if we're talking resurfacing or if we're
Yeah.
talking repairing.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, even if it does need to be resurfaced, we can do some repairs,
Yeah.
make it, a Band-Aid,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
minimum.
I think I'm just concerned about the hazards and that putting the town at risk. And, I feel like the skate park has been neglected, or I should say it has been neglected for at least 10 years. So I don't think pushing this to next year is really a good idea. I think if anything we can do, if we could do some Band-Aids to at least make it a little safer.
Right.
And talk about, maybe renovating the skate park next year. But for now, we definitely need to get in there and take a look and start the ball rolling.
Yeah, well, I know we're talking about the difference of like Band-Aids and repair. When you have, especially in this region, if you don't do a solid concrete pour for skate parks, you're going to get all the cracks and the dips and the unlevelness of the ramps. That's why all these new skate parks that are going in are solid concrete pours.
Wow.
The one in Lee, North Adams, if you actually look at them, they're solid foundations. They're not blacktop with
Things on top.
blocks on top. Yeah.
But those are long-term goals. The
Yeah.
short-term, we can definitely,
Band-Aids.
get it safer and do some Band-Aids.
Do a capital.
No matter what's there, I'm sure we can do some of the major, and make it safer. That I'm very confident that we can do for now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
thank you.
come up with a plan.
Yes, that sounds great. Let's work together on that. Thank you so much, Bob. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no problem. That's an easy one, but the weather, that's our biggest thing, it's gotten worse since our last meeting, the last time I was here, so it does, so.
All right, well, I'll swing maybe next month. I'll have some updates for you and we can start
Yeah.
planning. We can
And maybe the snow will be melted and I can get a better look in there by then.
Yeah, well, that's hopeful, but we'll see. Thank you, Bob.
No problem.
Okay, Johanna, your playground equipment maintenance agenda item?
Yeah, so perhaps you already do this, Bob, or we're planning on doing it, but I'm just wondering when you guys, your team goes in and kind of checks out the equipment to make sure that's all safe for this upcoming year. And I think I mentioned at the last meeting that I had some concerns about some of the equipment at Averick with some of the chipped paint on some of the older equipment, maybe getting that tested for lead. I don't know what's entailed for doing that. I know you can buy these like lead kits at the hardware store. But that might be something we can do as well. And then just making sure that the distance between the any of the swings and the monkey bars we're meeting the state standard for height for the mulch.
So do you guys have copies of the standards or know where I
They're
can
just
get them?
online. I can email them to you.
Yeah, because then when we do the mulch and stuff, it was always, I think, just done, they just put it in there, nobody actually
Yeah.
checked the standards. But if you give me the standards before we do it this year, I can make sure. And as far as the paint and stuff, I guess we'll have to do some research of who would know more. Maybe the standards say some of that, what we could do. I'm not sure.
I don't think the FAC 104 standards talk about that. That might be a Michael question, and as to how to get that tested. But it's called FAC 104, I believe, which talk about the playground standards. It's a statewide standard. But yeah, Katie can send those to you, or I can send them to you, whatever works. But yeah, it's also. It'll explain exactly like where you start the measurements. I believe it's from the height of the swing down to the ground. There has to be a certain distance. And same thing with monkey bars. It's from the monkey bars down to the ground. It can't be less than a certain distance. So that means if we have to add more mulch to bring up the height so that the drop height isn't too high, then it should explain all of that in the FAC 104 standards.
Okay.
Does anybody know when that playground equipment was put in?
It's over 30 years ago.
30 years
Or,
ago?
or Main Street or Averick.
Averick.
Oh, way before that.
So before the lead standards
Yep.
were made
Yeah,
known.
because I know Nikki and Johanna have been talking last year when Nikki was on the board about getting the lead it tested. So
So there is a testing kit we could get from a hardware store?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if this, that's something you could do for like testing at home, like your windows, but I don't know if that's going to work, if that's going to suffice for a municipal, you property. So Michael might have more.
Say, I made a note of it. I can ask Mike and find out he's done, other parks and stuff in his other towns he worked at. Maybe he has some input. I'll check with him after the meeting.
Yeah, I thought that would be probably he'd be the best person to ask on
Yeah.
that.
I did make a note, so I'll check with him.
Perfect. Yeah, so just the mulch and making sure everything's tight, all the bolts are tight. So that we have an idea if there's any repairs that need to be done before, the kids start swinging around as soon as it starts to get warm. And that's pretty much it for that.
I like your optimism about the warm weather.
Well,
Sooner the better.
I'm very optimistic, but I'm thinking probably April it'll maybe warm up, but we might get a flash snowstorm given how much snow we've gotten this year. It's hard to tell. We'll see. But yeah, and as far as that was for the playgrounds, and then what else did I have on there?
the baseball diamond maintenance.
Oh yeah, so I did get a request last year for using the baseball diamond, and it was from the Great Barrington Youth Baseball League. And I said, well, we haven't really been using the baseball diamond. We took out the fence. It's not painted. We don't even really have bases. So I think if there's interest, I'd like to at least get some more bases for the park. And then, as far as painting lines or, making sure that it's like usable, I guess, I'd have to look into that to see how much I can reach out to them again and see if they were in need of another space for the teams to practice. But I think it would be nice. I mean, it's there.
Yes.
I think we should
I
use.
like
It's
that.
not there.
It's not there?
No, it's all grassed up and covered, and you can kind of see the indents where the bases used to be. It's
Oh.
completely gone. So if we're looking to put a baseball diamond in, it's ripping out grass, putting
Ripping it
in
out?
dirt.
So, but if they want to use it for a practice,
I don't
as
think
far
it's
as not having games, I don't think you really have to get too entailed with,
I say you just throw bases down, they can put it down.
yeah, and as far, and
Chalk things that you.
past town that I work for, we did a lot with the parks.
I know they use that.
And it was different, there was soccer, different leagues that played, and softball and Little League, all of them in a big park.
Mhm.
Usually the organization that is using the field that you get permission to and stuff, they take care of the striping and stuff like that. That
Yes.
wasn't something that the town, because everybody does it different, and it takes a lot to keep up with a ball field. So, I mean, I think the big thing would give them permission if they wanted to use it, and with the stipulation, if they want to put foul lines or anything like that, that'd be on them.
Yeah, I know that for the soccer field, they have to put their lines down.
Right.
It'd be the same.
Yeah, so
Well-
yeah, I think for practices though, like you said, the bases are really the only thing they need.
Right.
Which they should have. A
And
lot of
usually,
these
yeah, the same
organizations have them.
with the base and stuff, they usually supply, their own, like I say, the town I used to work for, they actually had a little shed that they had all their own stuff. We mowed is basically what we did for the field for them.
Well, What I'll do is I'll just reach out to them to see if they were, in need of using this space and then see if they have bases, and
Right.
I can swing back or I can, put this back on the agenda next month after I talk to them. And, I can give some more information then, but just
Because
thought,
it can even go down on Park Street when there's no soccer games going on too.
Oh, so
Yeah.
if they lines down, wouldn't that interfere with soccer?
Well, it's chalk lines. It's like, you just
Yeah.
chalk
No, you
it.
paint them.
Is it paint? Oh, we used to do chalk one out.
I think that if they wanted to use it, this would be, then they wouldn't be conflicting because
Yeah.
nobody else is using this. As far as a practice field, I think that would be, they'd be better off. They wouldn't be in the way.
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We have a lot of teams that are usually trying to get space on the soccer field. So I'd like to keep the baseball people
Yeah.
in that.
Sure.
But
Mhm.
that what,
And if there was interest, maybe in the future, trying to restore the field, but it would take
Oh, my.
you said, it would
we
be, take a
haven't
big
had
undertaking to do an infield and,
Yeah, but
all the sand and everything, there's a lot to bring that back to a playable field. But a practice field, that would be minimum and that's very doable.
yeah, I think for a
I
practice,
like the idea of someone practicing in it. It's empty.
Oh, practice, absolutely, 100%.
absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't
What happened
see
with
the
the
money.
volume?
Hmm?
We lost volume.
the game, yeah, I don't think there's enough interest at this point to, put in to redo the field, just,
Right.
most practice for, because I think they ran out of some spaces last year. And so my son was on baseball too. And, it was really hard to schedule all the practices between Sheffield and Great Barrington because there were so many teams. And I think that's probably why they reached out because they were running out of practice spaces in the schedule. So I'll see what their needs are and then maybe swing back around and report on that next month.
Sounds great.
And what else do we got? Do I have
Is
something?
is there anything else for Bob here?
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? Well, while he's here, also just reminding about the bathrooms at the I know we're kind of far away yet before we open the
Town beach.
Mhm.
yeah, the town beach, yeah, but just to keep in mind that I know there's a couple locks that are broken in both the men's and women's rooms. Kind of making sure those get fixed.
So what is your plan? I know we've discussed it before about possibly if you wanted lights in there, getting an electrician. Or
So-
is that something you're going to go forward with?
Yeah, so you found that there is electricity.
Right.
We just have to test the light bulbs and we said we'll do that.
Well,
in the
they're all,
spring.
probably, I would replace the fixtures, put some new light
Yeah.
fixtures in there. There is power run
Yeah.
through.
I just
Those
used
are
Brenda.
very old
Yeah.
style and, get an electrician in there to make sure the wiring is
Safe.
okay still to use.
Okay.
Or, worst case scenario, to wire in some lights, it probably wouldn't be
Okay.
terrible to
So-
get lights in there.
Yeah, when the snow's gone and we can get down there,
Yeah.
I'll do a walkthrough with Jonesy.
Yeah.
And then I'll have something to report to the
And when,
board.
like I say, when that happens, we can look in and see what it needs for locks and stuff. That's kind of easy stuff to.
Yeah, easy stuff to fix. Great, thank you.
Is that all you need me
I
for?
think so.
All right, and I will look into the lead issue and see what can be done with that.
Yeah, I'll shoot you an email. I can't seem to get in my email at the moment, but I'll try to get back into it and I'll shoot you an email so you have my email and then
Okay,
you can just let me know about that, what you find
Yep.
out. Cool, thank you so much.
you good?
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Good luck to you guys. No, I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Have a good
Thank you
day.
for coming.
Stay warm.
Number 7 is interesting.
Okay, so we jumped around a little bit.
Yes.
So right now we're on item number 4.
Before we go to there,
Yeah.
back to the sculpture.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. What time am I supposed to show up there? Was that 11?
I think it was 11 to 2.
11 to 2.
Well,
And here's my other question. Where does the little table come from that's going to hold
My
up?
senior center has tables.
They have them. So maybe can I get them before?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
also need to know where they are
Yeah.
so I can get them.
So what
Okay.
I'll do is I'll loop you and Wendy together because Wendy has the specifics on the ice sculpture day. And then I'll loop you and Teresa together because I'm
Okay,
out of the country. So she'll be able to let you know
sure.
and unlock the senior center. And even if it's a day or two before, and put it somewhere where you can grab it.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
so I'll make
And
sure
they're not
you're.
heavy, right?
No, they're the folded ones. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'll just make sure I connect
And
you
that's
to
all I
the right
need is
people.
the hot chocolate, the
Yeah.
cups and the table from 11 to 2.
Yep.
And I have to say, if the weather's like this, where it's like below 25, I'm not real good in the cold. I will
I-
stay up for a limited amount
Yeah.
of time. Johanna, I don't know if you were still planning to come for that day?
If it's that cold, I would suggest, and
Yeah,
let me know what your guys' feedback is.
okay.
The ice sculpture will be there in the library. Would already be sending people down.
Yes,
You can either just let the hot chocolate be there and have it, people do it
Little
on their
free
own.
sign,
Yeah,
help
just say
yourself.
help yourself.
yeah,
Or you just don't do the hot chocolate and then people just know that the
the
skate
sculpture's
rink is
there.
there, the skating rink
So
is there.
if it's windy and above 25, I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
But
so-
if it's 25 and above,
yeah,
I'll be there. That's
Yeah.
my cutoff mark.
Mhm.
I don't think I would be, honestly, I don't think I'd be very pleasant
yeah,
with this kind of
Yeah.
15-degree weather. I'm
yeah.
not good at it.
I say play it out by ear, but there will already be a sculpture there, so it's gonna draw people down there
Yes,
anyways to know
yes.
that amenity is
Yes.
available.
Right.
So I think whatever you decide for your own
Okay.
personal
Comfort.
well-being, I'm fine with.
Okay,
Yep.
sounds good.
Yeah, and would we be able to move the hot chocolate station into the library if it's super cold? Just because I'll have my 9-year-old with me and he may not want to hang out outside.
Oh, I'm going to have two with me also, a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Just run that by Wendy. When I get you in touch with Wendy, just ask if that's a plan B we can do.
To put it in the library.
Yeah,
Plan
Yeah.
B.
Andrew will probably, be happy to play with your children.
Yes,
Keep
I'm
them
hoping,
a while.
I'm hoping they'll use they love this playground.
Yeah, that's great. Well, he'll be happy to play outside, but I know him. He'll be freezing after an hour and being
Mine
wanting.
too. Complaining
Yeah.
is the word.
So yeah, it'd be good to have a backup plan.
absolutely. Yeah, that would be a Wendy call.
That's
So
good.
absolutely.
I'll talk to Wendy. I'll see her Tuesday.
Perfect. Yay. Are you good with the ice sculpture day? You feel,
Comfortable?
yeah, any
Oh, yeah,
questions?
I
or
got
anything?
it. I got a temperature cutoff. I'm going to go outside and stand there in my coat and see how I feel.
Absolutely.
And I will pick up the hot chocolate before, come here with it in my car, go get the table, put it in there. And I won't leave it there. I will make sure I put the table away and get rid of the hot chocolate containers and everything.
Perfect.
So, yeah,
Awesome
I'm good.
sauce.
And it's 11 to 2.
I believe so. I'll double check. My thing isn't connecting to the internet right now.
Okay.
Okay, spring fling egg hunts. and
Yes.
Updates and budget questions.
Well, there is no real update except that we have that pretty flyer.
Mhm.
My only question on the flyer is, should we have a phone number? Because sometimes parents want to know, is it still going on?
Yeah, I did an email, but I don't know whose.
Who did you
phone
email?
num- I just did the Parks and Rec email
So
on the
I would
bottom.
have, okay.
But I don't know if anybody wants their personal cell phone out and about like that.
I guess I don't really care,
Mhm.
but maybe it's a good question. I have to think about
You
it.
think about it, because
I'll
I
think
don't,
about
yeah.
it. Could have 300 parents texting me and calling
morning
me.
of,
I don't
yes.
know if I want to talk to
Yeah.
them all. But yeah, I love the little flyer. And then there's where to put the flyer.
Yeah,
And the eggs, so many people have volunteered to fill the eggs.
That's
So as long as we
amazing.
have a spot to put them,
Yep.
I think that's fine. Is there any question as to what we put in the eggs? Because basically, I would just buy candy that fits in there. Do
Do
you
it.
think it's okay to have candy that has nuts or corn or rice or wheat or
Well, so when
dairy?
you go, like,
Is that up to the parents?
yeah, I
Yeah.
say so, because especially when you go trick or treating and
Yes.
stuff, not everybody has every allergen friendly.
Yes, most people don't have.
Yeah.
So my budget questions is
Mhm.
this. I have went to Mountain One. I'm wondering, did you get a chance, Johanna, to go to Lee Bank at all? You said you had a
Mhm.
person there you thought you could talk to?
Oh, yeah, I did go in there and chat with them, and I guess they have 2 times a year for community funding, grant opportunities, and I guess there was one in early December, which we missed.
Oh,
And so there's another one coming up in March, but it's not gonna be in time, so I
yeah.
don't think that's gonna work, yeah.
No. Okay.
No worries.
Well, I went to Mountain One and I spoke to one person and he thought it was a great idea that they would like to do it, but he actually couldn't speak for the people in charge of the actual finances. And I've been checking almost daily and we haven't gotten any money yet. I'm wondering if people might be hesitant to sponsor something that they see as a town expenditure. That's the only thing I can think of.
So we'll just do it.
Yeah, and the other question I have is it okay for me to go to a couple places like the candy store, the country store, and to the bakery and ask them for coupons for like one cookie or one piece of candy, which would bring the kids and the
think that'd be
families
a great
into
idea.
downtown? But is it okay for me to ask them under Parks and
100%.
Rec? I think, is it, yeah?
Yep, you can.
Then I'm good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask them, and then I'll fill some of the eggs with those little coupons.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Also,
Absolutely.
the Fitzpatrick Foundation too, about both the ice sculpture event and the egg event, the Easter egg event. Just, an idea to see if they'd be interested.
I don't think the Fitzpatrick Foundation does municipality. I think they only do nonprofits.
And we're a municipality.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know there was such a big distinction with
because I couldn't.
donations.
Yeah, because I wanted to reach out to them for the senior center, and
No.
that didn't fit into the criteria of organizations because we have a budget and funding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if at worst, then it just
Unless it changed.
limits how many things I do. I won't do the popcorn wagon if we don't have enough money. I'm going to call Wheeler and Taylor today. And I'll look up all the pricing and have that for the March meeting, or I'll just work within the budget.
Perfect. No, I'm excited for this one. I love town events.
I do too. And I know my child grew up with the library having the egg hunt and they loved it.
That's cute.
I looked forward to it.
It's so sweet.
Did you ever reach out to, gosh, what is that other board? I'm blanking right now. The other board that does town events, the cultural,
Cultural Council?
council. Yeah. Is this, I wonder if these are
I thought that was arts.
Yeah, and that completely closed down the end of last year. That was like October was deadlines.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we're way out of the asking phase for that.
Oh, well.
Are there any other sort of town organizations or related groups?
I don't know any. Do you know any?
No, I only do the ones that,
Do we used to have a Lions Club here?
not that I'm aware of.
We used to have one. They used to have a box in the post office where you'd put glasses and they used to participate in the Ice Glen Walk. That was a very long time ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
We're talking when my child was a little and she's 47,
Yeah, it's a
so
little bit
a
old.
long time ago.
That's my age.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we don't have very many options for people sponsoring the spring fling. So we'll just do it
We'll
ourselves.
do it ourselves, and I love that idea about asking local stores to do just a coupon or something. That's okay because you can ask for donations.
Yeah,
And then it goes to the town and the town allocates it into,
it goes to the town.
so any kind of donation gets, goes to the town of Stockbridge.
Yeah.
And then, Erica will put it into the right category. So it can't just be like a check written to Parks and Rec. It has
No,
to be-
I told them the town of Stockbridge
that's
with Parks and Rec on the bottom.
Yep, I do that for the COA. Yeah.
But you mean there's a chance that, say, someone gave us $500 that we'd only get 100?
No.
Oh,
Not one.
okay, just that they take care of the financial
Yeah.
and give it to her, but,
Yeah.
that's fine. I thought I had a share.
No, we don't. Not for that.
Yep, I'm not giving up on Mountain One, not yet,
No.
but they haven't answered me again ever since I got such a positive. When I left, I felt so good.
Oh,
Oh, well.
well.
So I do have a friend, one more thing.
Yeah.
Who, I haven't found anyone who has a chicken costume. But she has, believe it or not, an Eagles costume from the Eagles football team. And I figured if she wears that and puts a spring chick across there, hey, all birds have eggs, right? All birds have eggs.
Love that. I say go
She
for
would
it.
come and be a funny addition to the spring fling.
That'd be hysterical. I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
That would
You
be.
do you, Linda. You do you. Oh, God, that's so funny. Okay, how do you feel about item 4? Do you want to, any more questions or
Question on
anything?
non-resident. Yeah, I don't know the answer to this because when I've been to the beach, which is very infrequently,
Yep.
no one's been there to ask for a residency. And
Mm-mm.
someone wrote in on our email.
So I responded to her. So, it's the decision of the board how you want to handle this. For the longest time, past boards just put up a sign that says like resident only parking, but there was never any kind of enforcement. You can't call the police and tow them. Like there's no fines or anything.
So why do
So-
we make meaningless threats?
Well, it was because if parking got slim, that Stockbridge residents wanted to be able to park.
I see.
We don't have that problem too often.
No.
But so for a while, there was those signs that did say Stockbridge residents only. But you can only control the parking lot because the lake itself and the beach are public entities.
So our answer to anybody who asks that is that
Go
the
down,
beach
have
is
fun.
open, have a great time,
Yeah.
but have someone drop you off.
No, no, not even. No,
So the parking
just
is open. There is no question anymore.
Have
I
fun, just clean up
personally,
your mess.
I like the open,
Yeah,
to everybody.
Yeah.
First come, first served.
like there's a way if we wanted to do stickers and then you have to pick them up when you get your dump sticker.
Yes,
And
yes,
then
yes.
we would have to have the police go around and check all the, the police are too busy to be dealing with.
Too busy.
That.
They're too busy, and it's just people having fun with their kids.
Exactly,
I think if any people want to have fun with their kids, that's
Go have
why
it.
we're here.
exactly. So I responded to her saying that your car won't get
Oh, I'm
towed or
so
anything
glad
like
that you did
that.
that. Great.
But just because I know you had a question, so that's why I added it.
And you know how I
Open.
feel about
Yeah.
open things. I like things open.
Yeah, it's open to everybody, have fun and just respect the land.
Great. And the next one.
Yeah, and then we got an email from Q Mob. So from what I understand, and I chatted with them just a little bit. So Q Mob is Queer Men of the Berkshires.
Oh, I didn't know
It
that.
is a nonprofit organization, and they do a lot of fundraising and things like that. So they got a grant to bring the LGBTQ community out and about, and nature and hikes and community events. And they listed off all these different organizations that are helping them participate or help with the fundraising. And it seems like just one of their hikes could be in Stockbridge, or one of their paddling sections could be on the beach.
So what was the question?
We have nothing to do with it. We didn't get $10,000, not our money to spend.
And we don't really care who comes and
No,
walks the
But
trails.
no, but they were just making an announcement saying, we got this great
Okay.
grants. So, yeah, because nobody from the town or the board applied for this $10,000 grant. So they did.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not- yeah.
Oh, I see. We could have applied for it.
I guess so, but I never heard of this grant before.
I never heard of it either.
No. So
Well, more power to them.
I thought it was great for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So that's done.
And then I'm really excited about this.
I don't understand it.
Okay, so I'll explain it to you.
I don't understand anything.
So item number 7.
Yeah.
So the Stockbridge Council on Aging, the Stockbridge
Equity.
Library, the Stockbridge Housing Authority, and actually also the Stockbridge Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
There was this digital equality grant. It was through Berkshire Regional Planning, but it's an MBI grant. So like, the computer people, MBI,
Okay.
to help with digital equality. So I worked on months with Wendy, Andrea to figure out what this was and to secure money.
Could you just explain to me
Mhm.
what digital equality actually, is that your right to have the internet?
That is part of it. So Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi,
Oh, public.
device
Wi-Fi.
distribution, cybersecurity, classes to help people understand technology, anything to kind of just benefit the public through technology,
So this is like, we could offer classes to people here.
which I already do for the senior center. So they're gonna, so I got a grant last year through MCOA for digital quality. So I ordered laptops and tablets and iPads for the seniors. And every Thursday I do a tech class up at Heaton
And do
Court.
they stay here or do they go home with people?
No, they stay here.
They stay here.
Yeah, so up at Heaton Court, that's where they live. And on
Mhm.
Thursdays at 10, you can go down. And if you have questions with your email or anything, we have a tech person that goes in and helps.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, that's pretty great.
So this grant was kind of focused on that, but because the town does it and the library has that class, we were able to kind of expand off of this. And one of the ideas that Wendy brought up for the library that I loved for the town are these beautiful black benches, metal black benches that look like our park benches that we
Mhm.
have, the same company, but they're a three-seated table. So it can be it's ADA accessible or strollers or something like that. And what it is these really beautiful solar powered umbrellas that you put in,
Oh my
and there's
goodness.
charging devices. So if you're a working single mom and you have kids at home, you can bring them to the playground and plug all your laptops and stuff in.
And these would be out here?
So there's a few different places we could vote to put them. I would love one on Main Street Playground.
Mhm.
That way, if it's the end of the school day and some kids have homework and some kids just want to go out and play, you would have a place to plug in your laptop. In the future, you could hook it up with Wi-Fi to promote better
And
Wi-Fi.
these things are weatherproof?
Weatherproof, yep, we'll bring them in the winter.
Oh, we bring them in.
But they'll be grounded enough that they're up to so many like miles worth of wind and they're waterproof and all that stuff. So this grant covers two of these for our parks, one for the library and one for Heaton Court.
That's fabulous.
So I would love to see how you guys feel about putting one at Bidwell Park and one at Park Street. So like the families that play soccer, if it's a dad playing and the kid has homework, the kid can come down and hang out in the sunshine and do his homework when the dad plays, or vice versa. Or it's just a way to bring connectivity to nature.
I love it. But how do you feel, Joanne? Where'd she go?
Yeah, I think oh yeah, I know. I lost my video. I had to pause it for a minute, and then when I tried to turn it back on, it didn't work. So anyway, I like the idea of having it on having one on Park Street for sure. And what was the other?
Just down here on Main Street.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that sounds good. It's not going to come out of our budget, correct? It's a
No.
grant.
Yeah, we secured a $55,000 grant.
55. And how much are the tables? How much are each one?
Each one is about 7,000 to 8,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000.
Well, because it's the metal table, which is like 3,000 to 4,000,
Yeah.
and then with all the added stuff, and then shipping.
How does that work in electricity with like lightning storms and stuff?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
No idea. But
I know that's
Okay.
But houses have solar roofs on their house, and they're
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
And
Yes, but they're not metal.
yeah, they are.
Is it
The house-
going to withstand the winters, do you think?
No, so they're collapsible. So in the winters, we'll bring them in.
Wow, I'd love to see a photo. Do you have photos?
I don't.
They sound really
I can't connect to
fascinating.
my internet.
Oh, okay.
I'll have photo. I'll make sure.
That sounds wonderful.
I
I'm
think
really
it's great, and
impressed
I
that
think it's
such a thing exists,
Yeah.
first of all.
And I think it's great for young working families that their kids are stuck inside. Why not go out? And
I think for a grandmother who takes your kids to the park, I could just sit there, plug in if I'm not.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
but like they're beautiful
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful.
I can't wait to
tables.
see one.
They look exactly like our beautiful, like the metal benches with the curved eye, like the curved black
So are
metal.
we paying for two of these?
So the grant pays for 4. One goes to the
For 4.
library, one goes to Heaton Court, and 2 go to the town parks.
Oh, that's wonderful. I thought it was a $5,500 grant. It's a lot more than that.
55,000.
$55,000 grant.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Wendy, Andrea, and myself worked overtime on
Good for you.
getting this grant.
It's a great idea.
I think it's fantastic. And
So forward thinking. I think it's
a
wonderful.
lot of this, so digital quality. So we're getting really great programming and devices for
Perfect.
the library that residents can use.
Yep.
And Heaton Court is gonna do a computer station with printing so that they don't have to walk down to the library to print something out.
Gotcha.
So it's just any way to help, our townspeople get
Yeah.
connected and obviously free charging and things like that. So I thought it was a really
Oh,
great grant.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's good, especially for people who are either visiting or who may not be housed. They can go to, it's an easy place for them to charge their phone without having to, there's very limited places probably for people to do that.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Perfect.
Thank you for
So,
doing that.
of course, when I get which ones and everything, we do have to, Wendy and Andrea do have to help approve the design and stuff.
Sure.
So I'll just present to you what the grant has to approve
Oh, they have to approve the
not the
designs?
design, but approve what we purchased to make sure it fits in. It's a very tight knitted grant, so we have to just make
Very
sure what we
specific.
order fits
Yeah.
in that. So I'll just kind of present after.
I just think it's a
what's
wonderful
allowed.
idea.
And they're really pretty looking. They're not too
It's always
gaudy or
been a
anything.
problem what to do with yourself when you're standing there in that park. And now we have chess to play, we have
Yeah.
a pavilion to sit under,
Yeah.
and I love the idea of this little table. I
Yeah.
love it.
I think it's great. And I know that
This is a real update.
when I try to work from home and the kids want to go out to the park, I have to stop working and take them.
Yeah.
But this is for anybody that's passing by and, oh, my phone's about to die, go sit down, plug it in, enjoy the park.
Just a terrific idea.
Yep. I thought a lot that the soccer players, their families that are there for hours. It's a
Well,
good
I
way.
guess we could talk about placement once we actually get it.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more question. I noticed that the nets from the outdoor courts are being stored in the gym.
Yeah.
If this is another thing that has to come inside, where would you be storing all this?
I have a COA storage closet downstairs that I can put it
Closet,
in.
okay.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's safe and locked, and
Perfect.
the boys will do it for us.
Perfect.
Annual report mention. So last year we didn't get an annual report in, and they're due. Oh my goodness, I think
Next
in like
week?
3 or 4 days.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. So,
Do we need to sit down and have a work time?
well, I'm just thinking, is there something that we just want to mention that if you just want to send me like an idea or two, I can kind of just copy and paste it together. Johanna, do you know what the annual report is?
Not really.
Okay, so right before town you get them at like a week or two before the annual town meeting. And it's this book it goes over last year's fiscal budget. It goes over what the police department does, the fire department does, and each board or committee gets to write like a just a 3-paragraph, if that,
Is
little.
this in our town report?
This is the
This
town
is the
report. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's easy.
So yeah, each
Yeah.
board can opt into doing just like a highlight of what
Sure, let them know what we're
happened
doing.
this past year. So like for my COA, I had 5 or 6 different grants that we were awarded. So I thank these organizations for helping us with classes. So it's just something small and sweet, but if we want to highlight.
Oh, yeah.
The ice skating rink was put in.
Ice skating rink,
or-
pickleball court,
Yeah.
the chess benches, the coming of the
Yeah.
pavilion.
The new basketball backboards too. I don't know if that was, I guess it was in 2025 we put those in.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
don't
tell
know.
you.
Yeah, I think they were put in last spring, so we might just be coming up on a full year, but yeah, we can mention those too.
Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
just kind of just write up a thing about the projects that we are working on and
Our Easter thing, I mean,
Yeah.
our not Easter thing,
the
our
spring
spring
fling
thing. Yeah,
and
yeah,
how
yeah.
we're looking into in the future doing more
Absolutely.
community
Community
events.
event. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll type something
as long
up.
as we have enough money in our budget.
Exactly.
That's really the bottom line.
Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
also let people know that we're looking to, renovate the skate park too, so that people know that that's
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that we're trying to actively do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Sounds great.
Yeah, last year we didn't get one in.
Oh,
Actually, I think last few years. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
I've been on the board for 3 years and nobody's mentioned it.
Oh.
So this is the first I'm hearing about it.
well, I think we should have a page.
I think we should have
I
a
think we
page
should
too.
have a page because we put a lot of effort into these things.
Yep,
And
Yeah,
they
we've
should-
done a lot.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's good. This is all good stuff.
Okay, and then the OSRP, Johanna, I know you asked to put this on the agenda. But where it is now is I did go to a select board meeting a little bit ago to promote this, to say
I
that
don't remember what OSRP was.
open park, open space.
space and recreation.
land.
Space recreation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what it is Massachusetts has these two grant programs. One is parkland acquisition grants, and
Oh,
one is a land grant to acquire land. So what you do is there is this committee, and it's anybody in town. It can be as big as you want. You can do focus groups to figure out if you want to focus on playgrounds or purchasing land,
is it
hiking trails.
historical also?
It's everything.
Is that the committee that we have here?
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
So
Okay.
Stockbridge has never had one, and Stockbridge has never applied for a state-funded grant to do anything with this playgrounds from the Massachusetts Division of, I think it's Wildlife. No. Anyways,
Parks and Recreation.
so what it
No,
is,
for OSRP, it's
Open space?
no, it's a different. I was just
It's,
thinking of this state
Depart-
agency.
it's Department of, wish I was connected. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it
Name is
begins with
Melissa.
an OT something. Anywho,
But so what it is you can apply up for grants and for your projects, and Stockbridge, we can get up to 52% funded of a
Wow.
project. That was this past year's number. It has been going down every year,
Oh,
but Stockbridge has never once, there were attempts, there was one in 2000. One of these OSRP groups that started, but it just never finished.
so we would have to have the project and the cost of the project already in our hand before we went to them.
To the state, yes, but what it is, so you create a OSRP group, and it's anybody in town. It could be full-time, part-time, any residents. And what you do is you figure out what the playgrounds and parks or hiking trails need.
Okay.
And to find that out, you have to put surveys and open discussions, a few meetings where people come in and
Say what they'd
say
like
what
to
they
say.
need. So you have to have proof with numbers and surveys and participants that this is actually what the town of Stockbridge is looking to do. And then from there, you present that to the states.
Are we also, does our group here, do we cover the hiking trails?
No,
Okay.
no, but it's because it's a town and it's a town grant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's recreation. So recreation is hiking. It's
Right.
the bowl. It's
Yes.
Bullard Woods. It's everything.
so I have a couple questions since I put it on the agenda.
Yeah.
So do you know exactly when you met with the select board about this? Did they actually deliberate on it? Because I think it was the November 12th meeting. They had it on their agenda, but they tabled it. So I'm just wondering what the follow-up is, and can we follow up on that?
So I went to one, and I think they tabled that because I had to work the night and I couldn't get it off.
Oh.
So I went sometime in the fall just to present. We're looking into this, and just giving people so I don't know if I was giving people a heads up that we're looking to start this. I thought it was okay, like we're starting this, let's go. But nobody
Jumped on board?
jumped on board. So I would like to represent it at a select board's meeting to see
Yes.
if we can actually get people to
Get people
sign
to
up.
sign up.
Yeah,
So we're automatically on it, wouldn't we be?
not unless you don't want to,
But I mean, not unless you don't want to or not unless you want to.
because this is like an adjacent board next to Parks and
Yeah,
Rec. Yeah,
Right. But I mean, it would be appropriate for all of us to be
Yeah.
on it, really.
absolutely.
So wouldn't that make three of us?
Yeah,
How
So-
many do we need?
they
It's not that
do-
big of a town.
it's not required, but highly recommended to have somebody from conservation, from planning board,
Oh,
from selectmen, so that,
so at
from
least
water
one
and
other
sewer,
committee person.
so that
Water and
if,
sewer too.
that just,
Any
they just
commission.
gave you all these different, like, not required, but
Yeah.
very highly recommended. I think Concom makes sense, because if we want to
I don't
plan
even, I never
something,
heard of Concom before. today.
conservation.
Oh,
Yeah.
conservation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So what was so why did you ever get a formal answer as to why the select board tabled the OSRP?
Well, they tabled it once because I couldn't be there, and then I did present it. And just nobody jumped
present-
on it. I did, yeah, I went up and I did my spiel.
So
and-
we need to come up with a couple other people. What's the deadline for the grant?
I don't think we'll hit it this year.
Oh,
It'll be a next year thing.
okay, that's okay.
When you presented it,
Uh-huh.
what was there, I'm just curious because I wasn't at that meeting and I don't know exactly what date it was. So what did they say? Like, what did they say to your presentation?
They really liked it. Like, they were all for it, and so I don't know if I don't know.
But
They
they
were-
didn't say, yes, we would like to participate in the OSRP, or no, we do not want to because of XYZ.
Well, they don't
don't
have to
approve it,
say-
right?
Yeah, they don't have to approve it.
They just have to join and nobody
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, exactly. The select board
Okay.
didn't interfere in
So it's
any
really
way.
more than a meeting. We need to
I think I need to
attack
do
them
it.
individually.
Yeah, I think I need to do it again, but I presented the draft that I have, and it goes over, it's like a 80-page
Yes, I
thing of
remember
all
this.
the water,
I
the
do remember
septic,
this, yes.
the land and conservation, privately owned, historic district. It goes over basically the blueprint of the town. So I have 90% of the footwork done.
Wow.
And that can stay in draft form, but what we need to do is have 3 to 4 meetings, put out a survey, get that feedback back, do focus groups on each of those questions, and then present it to the state. I don't have high expectations that it will happen this year.
But we need to get the people now so that we can do this, right?
Yeah,
In order to
I'm
do this,
hoping.
we need to get the people now.
Yeah.
And we're talking to them about 4 meetings.
4
It
meetings,
could get us a big chunk of money
Yep.
to improve Stockbridge.
100%.
So how hard
Get
can
our
that,
new playground.
Yeah,
yeah,
which we need.
how hard can that be to get 4 people? I mean, if I would be on your committee.
Yeah,
I would
but
be
we
on the
will
committee.
need somebody from conservation.
Conservation.
So
and-
I
let me-
don't know if those are requirements, because when I was looking at the OSRP, I didn't see anything saying that there had to be someone from the select board and Concom. Like, there wasn't any requirement for that as
No,
far as I.
yeah, so it's not required, highly, highly recommended, because what happens is these plans that we deliver, say if we want to build a playground on Park Street, I'm just saying Park Street, that's in a flood zone. If we were to give them a plan and they approved it, and then conservation came back and said,
No good.
no good.
Right.
So having these people on this committee already would eliminate the chances of like a project not going through.
What
But
about-
it's on page like 5 or 6, Johanna, and it's a whole list of highly recommended.
So,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
for
but
like-
if nobody volunteers, I don't want that to be, a barrier. Like, we could always pass through something through Concom if, an idea or a plan before we submit it to the state.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before, but
That's true.
but requiring them or, holding back on an OSRP just because we can't get somebody from, so these boards, I think we should just proceed to
get-
make a board.
Yeah, maybe we should make another, do we have anybody that we know who lives in this town who would be willing to give us 4 meetings?
Well, all
Should
three of
have.
us could be on it.
Right, so that's only one more person.
So why don't we
Yeah.
plan on adding it to another select board meeting,
Okay,
seeing exactly, because I'm just making this up, because I've never done an OSRP committee for me. I've never done any
I've
kind of
never done any
committee.
of this either, but now I heard this
Well,
rumor, well, maybe I shouldn't give rumors, never mind, I'll keep away.
This, I mean, the select board's already said, you already presented it in select board, so I don't see the point in doing it again.
I'll just
I think
get
maybe
people-
Concom. How
Yeah,
about
do they
presenting to
have a meeting?
Concom?
I can present it to Concom.
That's who I would, yeah.
Yeah, present it to them.
Badly, we need one of them.
Yeah, I did happen to say it at the, oh my God, what's the other board I sit on?
Historical committee?
No.
Brain
Oh my
fart.
God. It's so bad. 250, Council on Aging. Oh my God, and there's one person from Planning Board and Finance Committee and all this stuff, and I mentioned it there to see if I can get any like, ooh, that sounds great. Now it kind of went in and out, in and out.
Huh.
But let me follow up to see what exactly happens, because I know just starting a committee, it takes a little bit more than, hey, let's do this and meet. There has to be,
A commitment.
yeah, but I feel like also it has to,
We could probably get Patrick White to hop on board.
Yeah, you probably could.
I bet he'd like
But
to
he's
do.
not, is he on any board right now?
Yeah, Affordable Housing Trust Committee. He's the
Hmm.
chair.
Okay, so he's on a committee, that looks good,
so
right?
let's figure out, because how to get a committee started. That I don't know. So let's figure that out. I thought announcing it was the
Good.
first step,
Well,
and then it just kind of died.
ChatGPT. Actually, I don't recommend ChatGPT. That's it's been haywire lately. Try Claude.
I like
But,
going to just small committee meetings and just talking to them as
Mhm.
individuals and saying, we really need one of you
Yeah,
on board.
let's do
And
it.
it's not a big commitment of time
No, it's
because
not.
everybody seems to be stressed out for time these days.
Yeah. It's really just getting feedback from the town.
Right.
So it's like a survey, but you have to put the survey in like, you have to advertise it in certain ways. It has to be like up and running for so amount of time. Like there's guidelines to how it has to happen to get
Okay.
approved. So
I'll help you look into that, Katie, because I really want to see this happen. I wish we had done this years ago, but I really want to see this happen. So
Well,
I can help look into that and make a survey.
yeah, so
I
the
can talk to
survey,
Patrick.
yeah, the survey has to come from the OSRP committee. Like I just can't put out a survey and say, here are results.
Oh,
It has to be
they
like,
give us the survey to put out to our
no,
town?
so say if there's like 10 of us sitting at this table,
Oh.
the 10 of us have to create a survey
Oh,
and then
fine.
put it out. It has to be like a,
Meeting number 1.
yes. So,
So we need at least 4 people to get to be a committee, at least a starter committee.
I couldn't tell. I would say 5 minimum or 3 to 5.
Yes, yeah, I like the odd number.
It has to be an odd number.
Yeah.
And then, but I don't know, because you're technically really not voting on anything. It's like survey thing. So I don't.
So it doesn't matter.
So I don't get it. Yeah. So I'll figure it out a little bit more. This got pushed to the back burner with all the other stuff I've been working on.
I'll look into it as well. And then maybe I can report back what I find next month
Yeah, but
about
I have,
what we need.
yeah, I have a draft. It has to be updated a little bit. Because I know we got some more land in conservation restrictions and stuff like that. So, but that draft, the informational packet that I did can stay in draft form because it's always going to change. So it's not going to be fully
Gotcha.
updated.
Can you send us a copy of that, Katie? Me and
I think I saw
Linda.
that.
Yeah,
Didn't I see that somewhere already?
I've sent it a few times to the boards.
I feel like I've seen it. I don't know why.
Mhm. You might have. I might have
I
shown
have a
it to you.
package of parks
I
and.
don't think I haven't seen it, but I haven't also really I was locked out of my email for like 6 months last year. So
Oh my
I might have
God.
missed it.
I would have died.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you were too, weren't you, Linda?
Never. No,
Oh, you
I
weren't.
could,
Okay.
I was having difficulties getting out, getting in there, but I forget his name, and he worked for the tech people here, and he just got me right in.
Oh, easy.
And ever since he got me in, it's been negligence that I don't go in. What can I say?
Yeah. I couldn't get in from like July until just early December.
Well, I
So,
highly recommend calling him because he made it seem easy.
Mhm.
yeah, no, he's very helpful.
On my
But
own, it
yeah,
would never get done.
yeah. But yeah, if you just in case we didn't get it for any reason, Katie, if you don't mind sending a copy to Linda and I, that would be great. And let's definitely keep the conversation going for that for the next few months.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get an idea of what we need to
'Cause,
do
yeah.
to get it going.
Because I don't think unless we really just push for it to get it done by the deadline for this year, but also they look for like a 5-year plan and things like that, that you can do stages and steps and things like that.
Right.
And like
Okay.
additional funding. So there's different,
So a
Parameters.
5-year plan, would that be at one grant, but you have five, you have to give them a five, or is it a 5-year plan with 5 grants?
you can apply for this grant year after year after year, but they want to see like how
Progress.
like your plan will be like developed and
Right.
like how it like future and
So
all
we
that
could
stuff.
say we want to redo our playground and the first money would go towards redoing the major structure out
Yes,
there.
something
And then the
like that.
second time it would be for maybe ADA walkways to get
Yeah.
from A to B.
Yeah.
And the third year, we were going to work on like the little
Yeah.
incident.
It could be
So
anything
that's,
like
that's
that.
what a plan would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the plan has like, I'll show it. It will be in the copy I send, like 5 different like
Stages.
Goals.
Right.
So one goal will be ADA accessibility and
Yes.
inclusion. One will be just safety. One will be redoing this playground because it's 30 something years old and the ladder snapped when the kid was on, like things
Did it
like
really?
that. The ladder snapped, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
where?
Main Street,
But which thing?
the backside, the ladder.
Of the big round structure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then if you look at it, all the the coating for the non-slip is gone. And we've had to replace a lot of the buckles for the bridge because that's collapsed twice.
Oh.
So
wow.
we've been band-aiding
Yeah.
that for
It's
about
time to move on.
about 10 years now. It's been
Well, I
band-aid.
say we make this a priority. I really do.
It has to
I don't
be.
know how we would find a committee member who is willing to be on more committees. Maybe we should sit down and look at all of them on paper and say, who has children or
Well, I
grandchildren?
think
Interested?
I could definitely talk to Patrick. He might be interested. And also Katie, I think you should definitely present your plan to the Concom since you
Yeah.
already went to select board.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. It's the Division of Conservation Services.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was like, it's not wildlife. It was something close to that though.
It's like something having to do. And I'm just looking at what the date is or when it's due.
It's like
June
June 30th or something like that, or May.
I bet we could
It's in
if
the
we could
spring.
get it's in the spring. Okay. I bet if we could get at least 4 or 5 people by then, you've already done the draft. We could probably meet a couple times before then to come up with a 5-year plan
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think
But
we all know.
the 5-year plan will be based on the survey results.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
How long do you leave a survey out?
that is something I'm gonna have to look up.
And do you know what is the survey requirements? Like if you have 1,000 people, do they need to see at least 200 reports, surveys come back?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
So if
there's
we
a
had 10
minimum.
surveys or 200, it doesn't matter.
I don't think so. You just have to prove that
We did
you did a survey, you adequately put the survey out there for people to know. So like the Eagle, the Edge, Facebook.
How do we
flyers
put a
around.
survey on the Eagle? I mean,
Well, no, you'd say that Stockbridge is looking at like participate in the survey.
yes.
Yeah, so you just
Okay.
have to let people know, you have to prove that you put the word out for people to give feedback.
Okay.
So then it doesn't
Yeah.
look a bias for that we want this and this and this. And yeah, so you just have to show
Bias
that
board.
you.
this is
You just-
this is saying that there's no survey requirements as far as like how long it has to be out. It just says we have to prove public participation, like you said. And I'm wondering if if we put some things on the town warrant, like getting new playground equipment, if the OSRP, through the OSRP, we would be looking to purchase, to renovate the playground, say at town hall, which, we could get an estimate on how much that would cost. And then, we would get 52%, maybe a little less percent of that covered by the state to see if the town would cover the rest.
That's-
Wouldn't,
Have to happen, yeah.
that would be one way of garnering public, input
And
on
interest.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and interest.
So where in the town budget would that money come from?
It would either be, there's two different ways, and I'm not the most well-versed in this. One is capital, going after a capital asset. So that's how we got the pickleball ice skating rink. That was a capital asset. It was a one-time purchase amenity, and it's lasts over 5 years, and it cost over, I think it's 7 or 10,000. I can't remember, so don't quote me. It has to be over a certain amount, and it has to last for so many years to qualify under capital asset. And that gets voted at town meeting. It's one of the,
Yeah, the pickleball court was voted on, I remember.
yeah. The other way, would just be grants, or, Patrick mentioned something about taking like a 20-year loan out.
A loan
Yeah,
at the playground?
yeah. I don't understand the, well, like, I just don't understand finances well enough to understand, but if you do like
Who would that loan be out under?
I
Like,
couldn't tell you.
town of
So I don't
Stockbridge?
know if the town takes it out, the Parks and Rec takes, like that, I don't
and are we
understand.
responsible for the loan if the?
The town would be.
The town?
It would be under the town, it wouldn't be
Okay,
individual members of this committee. But
That would probably require a town vote though, for doing a
Oh.
loan.
100%.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
the fiscal year budgets for this coming year are already in and being discussed, so it's too late to do that.
So we would have to have an idea of where the other half of the money's coming from.
Yes. So what we could do is do the OSRP, get the committee going, send in the survey results, finish the draft, send it in, see if we get approved. And then if we get approved, we can go to the next year's town meeting asking for the rest of the money and say, the state is already,
Giving
thinks
us-
it's a great idea.
Sort of like the schools.
Yeah, like if we go to the committee CPC, we can go to CPC, ask for community preservation.
Oh, good old community preservation.
So I
Yeah,
think if we
yeah,
go
they're
and
terrific.
somehow get it done this year, which I would love to do, next year's town meeting, if we ask for a good chunk of change,
Yeah.
we can say, and if it gets approved by the state and they think it's a good idea, we just have that much backing of,
I wonder how long it takes the time we present it. And so we would have to have this ready by June.
I think it's, without having it in front of me, I want to say it's the spring.
Let's just say June, for
Yeah.
the sake of it.
And then you have,
And then we
and
have
then
to
it
come
rolls
up
over for
with,
3 years. So we don't have to, so say if we get the money and you have 3 years to use it. And then you can apply the year after and kind of keep lumping money together.
what does a playground cost? Do we have any idea? I mean,
North,
300
$300,000
minimum.
minimum.
well, depends on which contractor you use. I wouldn't recommend using O'Brien's because they're extremely expensive. There are
The
others.
cheapest I found,
No,
and they're already bidded.
but we're looking at 300,000 to 500,000. Is
Easily.
that fair?
I don't
Easily?
think it's that much. No, I think for the town park, for example, that for something similar in size, it would be around 300. And again, it depends on which contractor. There's other state approved contractors that I've been in touch with that could definitely give a better price than O'Brien's.
I have no idea. I've never really
Williamstown
looked
just
into
put
it.
one in, it was $1 million,
For Williamstown?
and it's not big.
Wow.
But they
Did
did-
O'Brien's do it?
I'm not too sure, but they did the foam mat instead of the wood chips, which triples the
That's
cost.
a lot more expensive. Yeah.
And it's all
Oh,
plastic.
nice.
I don't trust it. It's like this like rubber matting.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I
But it's
just
all recycled rubber.
probably
Like that can't be
plastics too.
healthy. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like
My
that
deck is made
idea.
out of recycled plastic.
Mhm.
I thought it was a good idea till I found out that it's more slippery in the winter.
Oh, no, this is weird. It's like, it like hurts your feet. It has like a gripping to it. It's weird. I don't like
I
it.
kind of like mulch.
And
I
it's
think
not
we're-
good. The leaching, I imagine, is not good for the environment.
No,
You know,
oh,
the
absolutely
bleaching
not.
of the rubber.
No, what you have to do, you have to dig 12 feet under or 12 inches underneath and then fill it and then give a space because,
To give it to spongy.
yep. So you're digging up so much land that you don't need to dig up.
Yeah.
It's a-
Mulch is good. We like
I like
mulch.
mulch.
Yeah.
Okay. I will figure out the next steps to the OSRP and I'll report back.
Okay. And then we'll have our OSRP, who are we going to put on
Mhm.
meeting? Where can we
Hopefully.
find a committee?
Yeah,
So-
if I can find somebody before then, I'll let you guys know and maybe we can schedule a meeting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. We have to figure that out because I don't know if we have to, how to formally set up a committee.
I'd have
I
no
feel like you have to
idea.
do something with the clerk or something.
Well,
in the
it seems like
state.
it should be so easy, have a cup of tea and have a committee meeting,
No.
but it never is.
You have to do minutes and present it and post it
Minutes.
and yep. Has to be available, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
All right. So I think
perfect.
that's it.
Okay, I will make a motion at 1:22
Or wait,
to,
do we have public comment? Do we have public comment? Should we check before we end the meeting? Are you ending the meeting?
I was going to, yes.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Just
well, the
made me
only other-
ask.
The only person here is this lady in the,
Amelia,
Amelia.
yeah, she's Berkshire Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have
Amelia,
any
do you have
comment?
anything you want to comment?
Other than the fact that it's great that you're addressing concerns before they get out of hand is no. I think you guys, I like what you have right here. Honestly, you're doing some good stuff in Parks and Rec. I wish my city was as good.
Aw, thank you. I'm just curious though, you said you wanted to record the meeting. Is like, what do we owe this special occasion? We don't usually have the Berkshire Edge recording our meetings.
So, I'm new at the Berkshire Edge. I'm just filling a gap because, we don't have enough reporters to cover these meetings. So, I'm popping in. I'm on board
Oh,
and
great.
committee coverage duty, so you'll see
Great.
me
Well,
around.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you for having me.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Okay, 1:24. Let me change that 2 to a 4. I make a motion to end the meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Aye,
Third.
Katie.
Aye.
Aye. Linda.
Aye, Johanna. Linda forgot her name for a second.